This conference
Yeah.
will now be recorded.
Yes, actually, the last session we completed inbound delivery, ERS,
Okay.
and automatic PO also I shown you. So
Okay.
today we'll discuss about stock transfers. Okay. So this is the
Okay, sir.
topic we'll continue. Now, let me go to the stock transfers. Okay. The stock transfers, UST. So what is the transition code to stock transfers? MB 1B or M80. So both the transition code use. This is the inventory topic here. Let me include the topic. This is the topic we'll discuss today. Okay. First of all, before going to start the session, okay. So what is stock transfer? The physical movement of the material from one store location to other store location within the plant or plant to plant called as a stock transfer. Okay. So generally in stock transfers, the receiving store people, they no need to create any order. It means they no need to create any PO. Okay, simply they will call to the supplying store people through the mail or phone communication. The supplying store people will issue the material. So these stock transport orders are basics for the stock transfers are the basics for the stock transport orders here. Okay. So once again, the definition of the stock transfer: the material is moving between plants, stores. Okay. So here the material is moving physically between the stores within a plant or plant to plant is called stock transfers here. Example, I have plant one. The plant contains we have different store locations. I have store location one. Okay. So what is the store location here? 001 store location. Okay. I have another store location here. Okay. So this is a store location 2. So this is actually 002 store location. So this store location. So suppose this is the store location they are requesting here. The store location is requesting, and the store location people are issuing. So if I want to perform the stock transfers, first of all, we have two types of procedures will be there. Please understand carefully. One step process is there, and we have two-step process is there. One step process and two-step process will be there. What is one step process and what is two-step process? Also, you need to understand. One step process means, give me a second. Hello. Hello. Yes, 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 yes. Class is there. Yeah. Okay. So one step process and two-step process. Two procedures in there. So here one step process means what? Here? Suppose now this receiving store. So whichever the store is receiving called receiving store. The receiving store people is requested through the phone or mail. The supplying store people will issue. In one step process, what happened here? The stock immediately decreased here, and immediately stock will be updated in the receiving store location. But in real time, what happened here? So here in one step process, stock will be decreased here, but meanwhile stock will be in transit after 2-3 hours. Example, I am saying after 2-3 hours it will receive to receiving store location. But most of the people, most of the time, receiving store people will confuse. Why? Because in system it is showing the stock, but physically stock is not available. So this is the disadvantage in the one step process. Now tell me what is two-step process? Two-step process means there is no disadvantage in two-step process. So whenever the receiving store people is requesting the material, the supplying store people will issue. The stock will be decreased in the supplying store, and meanwhile stock will be in transit. So whenever the receiving people is received physically, again they will make more one entry. So in two-step process, there is no disadvantage. In one-step process, one more disadvantage. Sometimes stock is transit loss will be happen. Here I issued 900 pieces, but if I receive 99 pieces, so we cannot able to calculate transit loss in one-step process. But in two-step process, so here there is no confusion, and how much stock we received, so we can enter here. Suppose here I am issuing 100 pieces. If I receive 98 pieces, I will record as a 98 pieces here. So these two processes we will discuss. First, we will go with one-step process. Okay. So first, I will go to the one-step process. So in one-step process, first of all, if I want to maintain one-step or two-step process, the two prerequisites I need to maintain. The prerequisite one. So what is the prerequisite here? The material should be created in both the stores. Okay. So if I created a material, that must be extended to the receiving store. This is the first prerequisite here. The material should be The material should be maintained in both the stores, both stores. So what is the second prerequisite here? The second prerequisite sufficient stock should available in supplying store, or issuing store. So these two prerequisites you need to maintain. We'll perform one step process. How the stock is. In one step process, generally the movement type will be used 311 movement type. We will use this 311 movement type. Only supplying store people will move this 311. So first, let me maintain the prerequisites. Then I'll run the scenario. So please try to understand. Okay, go to login pad. So click on login. Okay. So first, I'll create a material MM0. Okay. So I'll create a material. So which industry sector, and enter the material type raw material, and go in selection views, basic MM views. Okay. So enter the plant and store location. So this is some test material. Enter some base unit of measure PC. Enter some material group. Enter some buyer group. Enter the valuation class. Enter some price. So what I created, 1678 material I created here. Okay. So this 1678 material, so if I come to the notepad, this 1678 material I must be extended to both the stores, right? So I created in supplying store location I created, but I need to extend to receiving store also. Okay. So I need to extend the receiving store also. So this store location. Okay. So this store, this material, I need to extend to receiving store location. How to extend the material already you know. So if I want to extend the material, simply go to MM01. We should enter the same material code 1678. Okay, and go to articles. So which store location I want to extend? I want to extend to 000 store location. So only we are extending the store location. The basic data, okay, and purchasing and accounting one will be remain same. So just extending the material. So now this is the first prerequisite is completed. Now what is the second prerequisite here? If I come to the notepad, so here the sufficient stock should be available in the issuing store location, supplying store location and issuing store. Okay, in issue store. So here the stock is 0. So how you can say here, if I go to MMBE, in MMBE, if I observe the stock here in 1000 plant and 000 store location here, in 1000 plant in 000 store location, so how much stock is there? The stock is 0 because there is no stock here. So when there is no stock, so if I want to issue from year to year, if I want to issue from this store location, in this store location stock should be available, right? If stock is not available, I cannot issue. So that's what here the second prerequisite. What is the second prerequisite here? I need to make the availability of the stock. If I want to make the availability of the stock, so simply, so I need to go to, either you can create a PO to the vendor, or simply you go to MB1C. So directly you will call to the vendor. When we are applying, so whenever the stock is in emergency, okay, you will directly call to the vendor with 501 movement type, plant and store location. So I need to enter the material code here and how much quantity. So 100 quantity from which vendor here we are receiving. Let us say we will receive from any one vendor. You need to enter the vendor code and simply you need to click on save here. So once you click on save, automatically the stock got posted here. Now if I come to the stock overview, Now with this two prerequisites we maintain. So now what is the prerequisite we maintain? So this 1678 material. So I created and extended here, but in receiving store location stock is 0, but in supplying store location I have 100 pieces is there. Now I need to run the scenario. What is the transition code I need to use? MB1B, right? Now, so example, with the receiving store location, some Mr. X person is there. He is requesting the material to the supplying store people. Okay. So here, how much is requesting? Some quantity here. So on 10 pieces or 15 pieces. The supplying store people simply they will issue in MB1B transition code by using 311 type. Okay. Let us will perform. So simply go to MB1B. In MB1B transition code. Okay. So what is the movement type here? 311. So please observe which store location is performing triple zone store location. Triple zone store location people are issuing the stock. The movement type is most important. 311 movement type. Enter the plant and store location. What is the receiving store location? Receiving store location is 0002. Which metal I am issuing? I am issuing 1678 metal. How much I am issuing? So I am issuing 10 pieces here. Okay. Enter here. So if you click on save, but what we observed now, if I come to stock overview, so what is the disadvantage we observed in the one-step process here? So if I go to refresh here, the stock immediately, if I refresh here, the stock immediately decreased here. 90 pieces is there. Where is the 10 pieces here? The 10 pieces is received to receiving store allocation, or we need to observe. So just come back here, enter your receiving store location 0002 here. If I enter, if I executed here, so now in the receiving store location, I have 10 pieces there. So 100 pieces is decreased from the supplying store location, and immediately it is increased here. Now tell me what is the disadvantage? Let us say this both the stores are some 20 kilometers distance here. The stock will be received after 4 to 5 hours. So I am working in the receiving store location. So if I system wise it is showing the stock 10 pieces, but physically it will receive by in the evening here, example. So this is the disadvantage in the one step process. And what is the second disadvantage? The second disadvantage, okay, so suppose most of the time you'll receive the accurate stock here, but sometimes during the traveling some stock is misplaced here. Who is the responsible for this transit loss? We are not able to calculate the transit loss here because system is not entering, right? Automatically system is updated. So this is the one step process. So generally if I remove the store location here, so both the stores you can able to see it. If I remove the store location, so you can able to see both the store location stock at a time here. So now total plant level I have 100 pieces, but in triple zone I have 90 pieces, and receiving store triple zone 90 pieces and 002 10 pieces there. So this is what we need to understand one step process here. Is it clear for you, Lakshmi and Yamuna? One step process?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now if I come to here, what is the two-step process we need to discuss here? Two-step process also remains same, but there is no disadvantage in the two-step process. Okay. In two-step process, simply if I am performing the two-step process, okay. So if I am performing the two-step process, so both the movement types here, 313 movement type and 315 movement type. 313 movement type will be done by the 000 store location. So this store location, so if I am taking as a 1000 plant here, okay, which plant here? So I have 1000 plant, 1000 plant, both the stores is there. If I am going the two-step process, 000 store location people issue the material with 313 movement type. The stock will be in the on the transit whenever the receiving store people is received here with 315 here. So there is no disadvantage here. But I no need to maintain the prerequisite, right? So already I have 90 pieces in the supplying store location, 10 pieces here. Okay, straight away I can run the scenario. So simply go to okay, MIGO. So once again, if you go to MIGO, in MIGO transition code, okay, come to MIGO. So what I need to select here? So I need to, so in MIGO also you can perform here. So you can select transfer questions. Here also you can do, okay, MB1B also you can perform, and MIGO also. What is the source and what is the destination you can give here. Okay. But still MB1B is the flexibility. I am doing this MB1B. Okay. So go to MB1B. Now we are performing two-step process. What is the supplying store people enter the movement type here? 313 here. Okay. They will enter the movement type 313. Okay. 313. So whichever the store is supplying, so we need to enter the supplying store location. And whatever the receiving store location, you need to enter the receiving store location. Okay. So what is the material here? 1678 material. Again, I am moving 15 pieces example. Okay. If I move 15 pieces, simply you need to click on save. Now what will happen in the two-step process we need to understand. In two-step process, If I go and observe the stock overview, if I refresh, so what happened here? The supplying store location stock will be decreased 15 pieces, but immediately it is not updated in the receiving store location. Receiving store location remains 10. The refresh, so immediately the stock will be 75 pieces. The 15 pieces is reduced because we are performing two-step process. Stock is gone, but where exactly the stock? The stock is not received to receiving store location. So in two-step process, whenever we received physically, again with 315, this is what we discussed, right? With 315 movement type, again this store location need to receive it. But meanwhile, where exactly the stock? Stock will be in transit here. So where you can able to see the stock in transit? So simply select on receiving. You go to detail display. So here 15 pieces transit here, transfer location. So this is the where the stock is available 15 pieces. Clear? So here just you close here, and whenever the receiving store people is received, so simply they'll go to MB1B. Now tell me what is the movement type I need to enter? 315 movement type. I need to enter 315 movement type. 315 movement type who will handle. In fact, in the same system I'm doing, but in real time. So this receiving store people is doing this here. Okay. So I am working in the receiving store. I will enter 315, which is the store location. Don't enter triple. This is performed by 002. So simply then it enter which material I received 1678. How much I received? If I received 15 pieces, I will receive 15. If I received 14 pieces, one transit loss also you can able to calculate. 15 pieces I need to enter. Simply need to click on save. Once you saved here, you please go and observe. So automatically this will become 25 pieces here. Okay. Now there is no confusion. Whenever we receive physically, so simply need to enter. So this is what we need to understand. Till now it is clear, Lakshmi and Yamuna. So far we completed one step process in the plant, same plant. Okay, in the same plant, one store to other store here. Is it clear for you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what I will do, so the same prerequisites you need to maintain, these prerequisites remain same. Now what is the definition we discussed here? If the material is moving, so within the plant from one store location to other store location, or plant to plant also. Suppose I have another plant here. Another plant is there. What is my other plant here? 1100 plant is there. My other plant is 1100. Okay. So between the plant, store to store also system will move. Stock will be moved. Plant to plant also. In this plant also I have some store location. So now triple zone store location. So this triple zone is different. This triple zone is different. Okay. So here now what happened here? So in this plant, in this store location is there. Now the material is moving either from this plant, this store to this store, or this store to this store. Okay. Means the material is moving within the plant, store to store, or plant to plant also, store to store only. So here also plant to, now this time we are moving one step process and two step process. Now first we will perform one step process. So we are moving the material one step process, the plant to plant here. We are moving the material one step process, plant to plant here. What is the movement type? 301, right? But I need to maintain the prerequisites here. What is the prerequisite I need to maintain? Okay, the prerequisite one. Okay, so here the material should be. So I need to extend the material from this plant, this store location to this plant, this store location. Prerequisite one I need to maintain here. Okay. So for prerequisite here, how to maintain the prerequisite here? Simply go to MM01. Go to MM01. So here enter the material code here 1678 here. Okay. Enter the same material code. Okay. So now go to R levels. So here which plant I need to extend here? 1100 plant. The prerequisite need to be completed here. Otherwise we are not able to perform. So 1100 plant triple zone store location I am extending it. Okay. So now when I am extending, basic data will be remain same. I need to enter the purchasing data. Okay. Enter the purchasing data. Enter the valuation class and enter some price. Okay. So but once you extended in this store location, so now this is the stock over here. Okay. But receiving store location just now extended, right? If I come to 1100 plant here, triple zone store location. So there is no stock here. Stock is 0. Okay. Now this time, this plant, this store location is requesting the material to this plant here. Any one store we need to issue. Now this time we are moving plant to plant here. This plant to this plant here. However, the material is moving store to store only. So simply, what is the transition I need to do? MB1B. Go to MB1B. So plant to plant, what is the movement type? One step process. 301. Okay, 301 movement type. Which plant is moving? 1000 plant. 1000 plant, triple store. But exactly how much stock is there? Now please observe. In 1000 000, so how much stock is there? Please observe in 1000 000. So if I remove both the stores here, I have 75 pieces there. Okay, in 25 pieces here. Now I am performing MB1B 301 movement. So from this plant, this store location to one step process, we are doing 301 movement. Immediately system will ask which is the receiving plant. We need to enter the receiving plant and receiving store location. So what is the material code here? 1678. So how much quantity I need to move? So I want to move 10 pieces, more 10 pieces here. Okay. Enter. You need to click on. So it's a one-step process, right? Immediately stock will be decreased here. So come to here. Out of 75, it will become 65. Immediately stock will be decreased here. But where is this 10 pieces? Well, immediately it will be updated in the receiving plant. Okay. So if I enter the receiving plant here, immediately the stock will be updated in the receiving plant 10 pieces. So now we observed. So within the plant also store to store one step, two step process we observed, and plant to plant also one step process we observed. Now two step process we need to perform here. Okay. If I want to perform the two step process here, two step process 303 305 303 305 two movement types I need to observe. 303 movement type 303 will be handled by the supplying plant, supplying store location. 305 whenever they receive it, right? So same transition code. Simply go to MB1B. In MB1B, so here 303 will be performed by the supplying store, supplying plant. So 1000 plant, 1000 plant triple zone. Exactly, I have 65 pieces there. So which plant I am issuing? 11 plant. Enter the receiving store location. What is the material code here? 1678. How much I am moving? So out of 65, I am moving 15 pieces. Enter. And if you click on save. In two-step process, what happened here? So here, now just go back here. Now if I remove the plant here, so both the plant it will show the stuff. Okay. So here, come to here. Okay. So here, enter. So if I remove here. So now if I remove the plant, now this is my stock position here. Previously in triple zone I have 65 pieces there, now it will become 50. But where is this 15 pieces? It is on the transit here. So if I go to plant here, if I go to detail display, the 15 pieces are available here. Stock transit plant. Okay. The stock transit plant 15 pieces is there. Okay. Now whenever the receiving plant is received, simply they will make the entry. Okay. So go to here. So with go to MB1B. MB1B. So 305 will be handled by the receiving store people, right? So receiving plant receiving. So whichever the plant here, 11 plant, triple zone store location. So directly, which material they receive, how much pieces they receive? 15 pieces. Now if I enter here, automatically the stock got approved. So come to here, this 10 pieces will become 25 pieces here. Simple here. Okay. So now in triple zone I have 50 pieces. In triple zone 2 I have 25. In 1100 plant also I have 25 pieces there. Total altogether 100. So this is about 6 movement types we observed. What are the movement types we observed? 311 within the plant, store to store, one step process 311, two step process 313, 315. Plant to plant, one step process 301, two step process 303, 305. So once again, please try to understand. So the definition of the stock transfer means the stock is moving. So stock is moving from one store location to another store. Physical movement of the material from one store location to another store location is called stock transfers. The SAP has given two procedures, one step and two step process. One step, generally when will preferable one step? If geographically both the stores are very near, one step process. If the store location are far away, then we'll go with two step process. But 6 movement types you need to practice. Is it clear for you? Lakshmi and Yamuna, please confirm. Will you able to practice?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, okay. Let us, I will go with one more topic. Okay. So this is also one invented topic here. So this is actually transfer postings. Transfer postings we'll discuss. Okay. So what is this transfer postings? So if we observe stock transfers, what is happening here? The stock transfer means physically the material is moving from one store location to another store location. Means definitely the material has to move out of your store location gate here. Okay. So stock is coming inside the stores or outside the stores. But in transfer postings, the material is not moving out of your store location gate within the stores or within the warehouse here. Logically, the material is going to update here. So generally in SAP, we have three stock types will be there here. So what are those stock types here? The stock types are we have so unrestricted stock. Yes. We have unrestricted stock. So we have quality inspection stock is there. QI, quality inspection stock. So third one is so the stock is so these are the stock positions. Okay. So unrestricted stock is there. Okay. Quality inspection stock is there. Blocked stock is there. Okay. Now, any stores, if you go, these are the stock types. Majorly, these stock types we need to consider. So, what do you mean by unrestricted? Unrestricted means so already we created the quality inspection, everything here. Any user can able to use. So, it is ready to use stock. Unrestricted. There is no restriction. So, if you observe the okay in the stores, if you observe the label as quality inspection, the physical area, so there you will find quality inspection stock means the quality people need to check this stock here. Still we cannot use this. And what is this blocked stock here? So any restriction, if any goods are spoiled, okay, or damaged, so we can keep in the blocked stock here. Okay. So these are the three stock types will be there here. So but every movement is possible here. In SAP, first of all, what is transfer posting? Logical movement of the material. The logical movement of the material from one stock type to another stock type. So here suppose now I am the user, I am working the stores. So some material I received long back 6 months before. Today suddenly I observed. So some materials not up to the market. Again I'll pick the material from unrestricted and again I want to put into quality inspection. I want to do once again recheck quality inspection. So the quality people will come and they will check if it is everything is okay, then again they will keep an receipt. Or it is not up to the mark, we'll put it to block stock. So all the movement types is possible. Unrestricted to you can move the stock to quality inspection to unrestricted, quality inspection to blocked stock to quality inspection, unrestricted to blocked stock to quality inspection, unrestricted. The 6 movement types is possible here. Let me explain 1 or 2 movement types, then you need to practice it. Okay. So now if you come to here, now what I will do, so same transition codes here. Okay, the transition codes remains same. The stock transfers and transfer postings. So what is the transition code here? You need to use MB1B or in MHU. So the transition codes is remains same. Okay. Now what is the instead of creating a new material, I'll do one thing. So already, so here in 1100 plant 000 store location, or you can take a 1000 plant 000 store location. How much stock is there? In 000 store location, I have 50 pieces in there. Total altogether in this plant 75 pieces, but 50 pieces in the 000 store location. In this, I will move for quality in the same store location. I want to move the stock from year to year, quality inspection. So now what is the movement type I need to enter? Okay. Simply go to MB1B. In MB1B transition code, so enter the movement type as 322. Enter the movement type as 322. Okay. So enter here. Now enter your material code 1678. Enter the movement type is 1678. So out of 50 pieces, I am moving 10 pieces here. Okay. And you need to click on. Then what happened? 322 movement type. Now to come to here, if I refresh here, this 10 pieces will be posted, then it will become 40 pieces here. So I kept out of 50, where I kept 10 pieces, I into quality inspection. What is the movement type I used? 322 movement type. The logical, this metal is not the same store location. The user is changing the stock type here, unrestricted to quality inspection. So now what is the movement type I used here? So the movement type from unrestricted to quality inspection, 322 movement type I used here. Okay. Again, I will move the stock from quality to unrestricted. What is the movement type? 321 here. Okay. Simply come to here and please come back here. The same transition code here. Okay. You can go to same MB1B only. So what is the movement type I need to use? 321. Enter the movement type 321. Content store location. Enter the material code 1678 and enter the quantity 10 pieces. So 321 movement type I'm using. Again, if you click on save, you go back here, refresh here, automatically this 10 pieces again will move to, so just I'm showing the previous position. Again we have 50 pieces. So what we need to discuss here? So all the movement types is possible. Unrestricted to the stock will be moved quality, quality to unrestricted, quality to block stock to quality, unrestricted to block stock to unrestricted. Everything is there. So now even though I will explain one easy movement type for you. Suppose you forgot the movement type also. Okay, so here just I will show you. Now go to MB1B, movement type, transfer postings, stock to stock, quality to unrestricted. So automatic here, come to here, movement type, transfer postings, stock to stock. If I selected quality unrestricted, automatically system will pick the movement type. Okay, once again I will show you the movement type, transfer postings, stock to stock, quality to unrestricted, automatic. Block to unrestricted, automatically movement type. Okay, 343. So remaining 4 movement types you need to practice here. Okay. So observed unrestricted to quality 322, quality to unrestricted 321. So more 4 movement types 343, 344, 349, 350. So once again what we need to discuss here, transfer posting means logically the metal is moving, not physically. So within the store location, if the metal is moving, it's called the transfer postings here. So will you be able to do remaining 4 movement types, both of you, Yamuna and Lakshmi?
Yes, sir. I'll try. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, one more topic we'll discuss today. So that is reservation. Okay. Reservation topic. So far we discussed stock transfers, transfer postings. Now come to reservations. Did we discuss the reservation? No, right? Okay. So here reservation. What is this reservation? So how to handle the reservation? We need to discuss in today's session. Okay. So generally, I'll go with the same material. Okay. So yeah, come to the same material. So there is no reservation stocks here. Okay. First of all, what is reservation? Reservation means okay, so reservation means the physical. Okay, so here suppose now in the store location level, lot of users are working in the stores. Okay, so generally what we are doing, okay, we require the material next week or future purpose. Okay, so if I reserve the stock, some user one is reserved, so that it is notification to other users here. Why is reserving? Either you can reserve for the production purpose or consumption, cost center consumption purpose. The reservation 2 types here. Okay. First of all, the basic definition of the reservation. So in the stores, we have a lot of users are working. The users, what they will do, they will reserve the stock for future purpose here. Future consumption or production consumption or cost center consumption. Then what is the use with the reservations? With the reservations, it is a notification to other users. Okay, the particular user is reserved. Okay, so you should not pick that stock. So you should not use that stock until unless it is emergency. It's called reservation. What is the transition code? MB21. Okay, so if suppose if you are reserving the cost center purpose, we need to use 201 movement type for cost center purpose. If you are reserving the stock, we need to enter for cost center purpose. We need to use the movement type as okay, so 201. If we are using the movement type 261, it is actually production purpose. Okay. So production purpose 261 movement type unit use. Okay. Let us see how to reserve the stock here. Now, what is the use? So finally, the reservation is a topic here. So the users, multiple users are working in the stores. So if any user can able to reserve the stock, multiple materials, in real time they will reserve multiple materials. Next week actually I required metal X, metal Y, metal Z. So this much of quantities I will mention the reservation. So that it is a notification to other users here. Okay. Now if I come to here, so which material? 1678, right? So now go to 1678 here. What is the transition code to do the reservation? MB21. You go and enter the MB21. Okay. So here, so generally today is 18th October. Okay. So in real time, user will enter what date he required. Reservation means simple. Reservation means we are booking the quantity today for future purpose. Okay. So on which date today is 18th. Okay. So I required the material on 28th October. Example. So in real time, you need to. So today itself, I need to consume. That's what I'm entering today date. But in real time, the user need to enter the future date here. Okay. So on which date you required, you need to enter. And what is the movement type you need to enter here? 201 for the cost center purpose and 261 for the production purpose. Which plant you need to enter? Okay. So if any previously you have any reservation number, so you can enter the previous reservation number. Already all the data will be copied here. Okay. Simply click on continue. Which cost center here? So you need to enter the cost center. So what is the material here? 1678. Okay, so how much quantity I am going to reserve here? Okay, suppose now I want to reserve some 15 pieces here. Okay, so enter and simply you need to click on save. So reservation document is created 6706076 here. Okay, so once the reservation is done, you please go and observe. If I refresh here, what happened automatically? The reservation quantity will be updated here. But still it is remains same 50 pieces. Previously also we have 50 pieces is there. The stock is not decreased here. Previously also we have 50 pieces there. The same 50 pieces is showing, and at the same time 15 pieces in the reservation stock. Okay. Now the user can able to see the reservation number. So it is a notification. Okay, this stock is reserved here. We should not use the notification to other users. So simply go to environment. So suppose if you want to see the reservation number, go to environment. Suppose if you go to reservation, you can see the reservation number also. And what 67076 here. Okay. So this is the reservation number 67076. So this is the reservation. What date actually? Today date itself here we reserved which material, how much quantity, account assignment, cost and purpose. Okay. So now just go back here. So here, what is the transition code you need to use? MIGO or MB1A. Okay, you can use both the transition code. Go to MIGO. I want to issue. Previously we observed without any reference. Today, just you go to MIGO. On this particular date, user will wait. So on this particular data, simply what you will do, you will select the goods issue. So previously without any reference, right? Other year. But today with reference to reservation year. Enter the reservation number. What is the reservation number? 67076, right? So 076. So click on enter here. So automatically now system will show you. So now please scroll it up, observe here. So which metal I am issuing, so how much quantity I am issuing, 15 pieces. Okay, item okay. And the very tab you can observe. So here from which store location I am issuing, I need to enter the store location. Okay. Enter the store location. And if I go to the reservation tab, so by using this reservation, I am issuing final issue here. Okay. So here go to account assignment tab. So 1000 cost issue. Simply you need to click on check. This is a simple topic. You need to post it. Once it is posted, you please go and observe the. So automatically now 50 pieces will be reduced here. If I refresh here, automatically will become only 35 pieces. There is no reservation quantity. So these are the topics we discussed here. So stock transfers also you need to practice. Transfer posting is also we need to practice. Reservation also we need to practice. Okay. So this is about today's session. Okay, Lakshmi and Yamuna. 28 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. So one request, 28th and 29th class records are available with you. So if 28th, 29th, 20th and 29th, September 20th and September 20th classes are available. So
Yes,
please
sir.
keep in a group. Okay. So for our manager is required records anybody.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once again, actually tomorrow I am not available. So day after tomorrow again the sessions will be there. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
I see.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.